Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to another video on this channel. Make it an amazing day. Make it. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of day you're going to have. So, my choice right now and decision is to get my coffee from the van. I will be right back. Thank you for waiting. There we go. Patriotism is not a crime. So I received a notification from YouTube about terms of service violations, and that is hate speech in the comments. Hate speech. Now, I made a decision since then to report it, actually, to report it. And to the best of my knowledge, 2 channels were taken down, deleted, because of the hate speech. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I'm not sure who the people are. I'm not sure of their motives. I don't know that bots do hate speech. But the way I'm being treated here by certain people it's just pathetic, you know? It's pathetic. Don't tell me, yeah, it's the internet, because these are the same people that talk that way in public. Recently somebody subscribed and it turned out that, wow, I didn't realize at first how racist they were, so they're gone. But, however, albeit nonetheless, the question is, can you get your YouTube channel banned or deleted for hate speech? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I'm not getting my channel taken down because of your comments. It's mind-boggling to me when I think about this. I'm no stranger to Christianity. Believe me. I'm born again, baptized as an adult in the 90s, former Sunday school teacher for the Salvation Army, lay minister. I had a prison ministry and a nursing home ministry. I studied the New Testament, the Hebrew, Greek, and Latin translations for decades. For decades. I'm familiar with many beliefs from Eastern spiritual paths, their beliefs and philosophies, Buddhism, Hinduism, Sufism, the Tao, the studies, the teachings of Confucius, the Stoics, many ancient spiritual teachings, many modern spiritual teachings from other masters, teachers, and shamans and mystics, all of this. I'm pretty confident that I don't make derogatory remarks about any other spiritual path or religion. However, albeit nonetheless, yes, I make videos that reveal truths about beliefs people have concerning the Bible, based on my education, okay? Based on my education. And I never intended to do this. But when I started getting this hate speech from Christians, it's like in a courtroom, okay? You say something and then you get it back. You get it thrown back at you. The lawyer says to the judge, they opened the door, Your Honor. I have the right to respond. I have a little bit of a legal background as well. I have a military background as well. So you open the door. The strange part is, I talk about various religions, various spiritual paths, various spiritual ways, beliefs, tenets, doctrines. You know how many times people that practice Islam have come to my channel and left derogatory and hate speech? None. Do you know how many times someone from India, a practicer of Hinduism, came to my channel and left derogatory and hateful remarks? None. Why people that follow the teachings of Christ, I take that back, that profess to follow the teachings of Christ, because you could call yourself anything when it comes to religion and spiritual paths. And I can tell if you're practicing the teachings or not by the comments you leave. The hate Christians have for other people, other religions, beliefs, practices is beyond me. It boggles my mind. It really boggles my mind. So you open the door to someone who is well versed in the Bible and the history of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So there is one channel banned and deleted from YouTube for the hate speech they left me. A Christian channel, by the way. In yesterday's video, I pinned a comment that I made. That was the one about the 144,000 elect chosen ones. And I left 3 verses in there from the New Testament. One was Jesus said, "Believe in me." And in some translations, it's "have faith in me." But Jesus said, "Believe in me, and you will do what I do, and even more." What is it that Jesus did? Healed people. Healed people. And he called people up. He exposed people for contradictions, for hypocrisy. The Sadducees and the Pharisees, for example. But when I read that verse that says, "Believe in me," it doesn't say accept me with a sinner's prayer. It doesn't say go to church every Sunday and other days. It doesn't say tithe. It doesn't say join the choir. It says, "Believe in me, and the things that I do, you shall do also." Just believe in me, and I do. Under that pinned comment yesterday, I also left 2 Bible verses from the New Testament. Disciples went to Jesus and said, "Hey, there's somebody out there healing people in your name, and he's not one of us." Go read it. There's a person out there healing in your name, and he's not one of us. And Jesus replied, "Let him go. And you can read the rest of the Bible verse from yesterday's video about the elect chosen 144,000, what Jesus said. Let them go. Because if they're healing in my name, so no one can say anything bad about me. That's what Jesus said. That was back in the 90s. And I set a course to heal people. I had that nursing home ministry for about 2 years. And I would go in and I would speak to the patients and pray with them. And one day somebody came up to me, one of the employees, and said, "Sir, no one goes up to the Alzheimer's unit. Would you please go up there?" I said, "Sure." I went up to the Alzheimer's unit. The patients were all sitting around a table. They had the toothpicks and cloth and different things to make projects, right? And I would talk to them, and one of the nurses said, "They love gospel songs, and you'll be surprised. Here are people who don't know who they are, don't know who their families are, can't remember a lot of things. Sing those gospel songs and see what happens." So I started doing that. The feet started tapping, the hands were tapping on the table, some were clapping, and they knew every word. I did that for 2 years, a couple of times a week. I used to go into prisons and preach. In the 12-step program, I've sponsored maybe 100 people, maybe more. I actually had them in the late 80s living in my home, just like old AA from the late 30s and 40s. I had people, newcomers, living in my home, men. And just like those Bible verses, I guess, now that I think about it, these people come to my channel and berate me, are obnoxious, and leave hate speech comments because I'm not one of them. Just like those disciples said to Jesus, "He's healing in your name, but he's not one of us." And read the response. Jesus said, "Let him go. He's doing good in my name." And then nobody could hate me. That's paraphrasing it, but you could go back to yesterday's video and look at it. That's right. There is an example in the Bible about what I do. And the example is that other people are saying, "He's not one of us." What did Jesus say? Let him go. He's healing in my name. Let him go. Some of you people are really stupid. That's all I got to say. You're stupid. You're stupid. Ignorant. You have no clue. So anyway, yes, your channel will be deleted from YouTube if you leave me hate speech. I will report it because I'm not losing my channel. So I hope you liked the earlier video from this morning. Ace, I started to leave Ace run a little bit down here. Now he's going to be 5, and he was born with hip dysplasia. I rescued him when he was 9 months old. And I never had no issues with him, or any issues, I should say, till a couple of months ago. I don't know what he did, but he twisted himself somehow. He was whimpering in the night, not bad, and in the morning he couldn't get up without screaming. So I took him to a vet hospital emergency room. He has an issue with his back, the dysplasia and his right hip, his right leg. So they gave me some medication for him, and he was good. He turned out to be good. It took about 3 days, and he's been doing good so far, so I don't let him run a lot. And I have him on a leash because we were walking in an alley last year, and from behind us, a golden retriever, no less, came out of a yard and attacked him. Then about a month or two later, when I had the grove up there by the road, I was chopping some wood, and next thing you know, I hear a bunch of dogs barking. I look up, Ace takes off, because 3 dogs are coming at us, not on leashes, but with 2 adults. 3 dogs were coming at us. Ace took off, broke the leash he was on, and I wound up with a couple of $1,000 vet bill. Not from Ace, from the other dogs. Is he a typical pit bull like you would hear on the news? No, because he did not attack the adults. And he didn't attack those dogs dangerously or ferociously. He went after the biggest one, which was like a Labrador mix. I think he snapped at its snoot. That one backed off. Then there was a medium-sized dog. He snapped at that one's snoot. But while he was doing that, there was a little dog that had him by the leg, by the ankle biters. So he snapped at the other dog, and then there was the little one. The other dog backed off, and then there was the little one. He picked up the little one in his mouth and stood in front of the 2 owners and just held it. Here's your dog. He's up to date on his shots, and the only reason I didn't report it is because I wasn't able to get him a license. And the place I get the license from would have verified that there was a shortage. I don't know why. Anyhow, that's that story. So he's skittish around other dogs now. And very protective of me, very. So we've been down here for quite a while at the sacred grove under the sacred trees by the sacred creek, having a sacred moment. Making it an amazing day. We're making it that way. It's cloudy, overcast, in the 70s, calling for rain later in the afternoon. And I drive the van down. I showed you the van at the beginning. I used to walk down my yard to come here, right? But last year, the end of last year, one neighbor got a dog, then another neighbor got a dog, then another neighbor got a dog. And they let them out in their yard, but before they let them out, they don't look. They just open the door and let them out. Well, as soon as they see other dogs in yards, or me walking Ace down my yard, they start flipping out, carrying on, and then he gets upset over it, and I was like, you know what? I'll drive down here. I'll avoid it. I made a video about it. One of my earlier ones, you know, why do you even have a dog? And these people, 2 of them that got the dogs, used to walk them when they first got them, but not anymore. You know, the stimulation, the dopamine hit of a new dog wore off. I'm doing really well now off those pharmaceutical medications for pain. And I'm using natural pain relief substances, I guess you could call them, right? And my body's going through like a reset, you know, from over a decade of those pain pills. But I'm becoming more relaxed. Now my digestive system needs to reset. I don't have to take fiber and stool softeners every day to counteract the side effects of those pills. I'm sure my liver feels good too about it. I never thought I would see this day, because even though I tried acupuncture for all the physical disabilities they've diagnosed me with, and they're legit, there was no alternative. Now in Pennsylvania there is. I'm thinking about maybe volunteering to go and talk to other veterans who were in the same boat as me and tell them now there is an alternative. Oil tinctures, gummies you chew at night, the oil tincture you put underneath your tongue in the morning, and maybe, depending if the pain and stiffness comes back, I use it again in the afternoon, you know? So that's about it for me. There are radicals everywhere. There are radicals in politics. There are radicals in religion. There are people that are just radical because they never matured. They're adults in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, still acting like middle school kids, you know? And what they do is teach me what not to do. So I hope I could let this whole issue go about amoral cretins coming to my channel, our channel really, and leaving derogatory, obnoxious remarks, hate speech. Hate speech. I don't go to other channels and do that. I used to go to other channels, but I was never that way. Never. That doesn't stimulate me. I don't get a dopamine hit from it. So make it an amazing day. Make it. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of day you're going to have. And not just that, make it an amazing life. It's your choice, it's your decision what kind of life you're going to have. So why not have a good one? Keep your heart kind, keep your mind clear, and keep your mind calm. Okay? Don't be judgmental. Don't be judgmental. Mind your own business, not other people's business. Grow up. If you're not growing up, it's time to grow up if you're over 20. And find a path that improves your quality of life. Okay? Find a path that improves your quality of life. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you to my new subscribers, all my new subscribers. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for being kind in the comments. I'll catch you in the next video. Johan out.